say?
I am Iron Man.
Oh, what's in the box?
Flash, I love you, but we only have 14 hours to save the Earth.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
And here we go.
The haters always say, Tonya, tell the truth.
Tonya?
There's no such thing as truth. Everyone has their own truth.
You know, 1994 was a crazy year. Lisa Marie Presley married Michael Jackson. Kurt Cobain committed suicide. Pulp Fiction lost out to Forrest Gump at the Oscars. O.J. Simpson went on the run, and then there was this little thing about two ice skaters at the Winter Olympics, and all of a sudden, people actually gave a shit about ice skating.
I was the best figure skater in the world at one point in time.
Yes, I, Tonya is out at cinemas, and it stars Margot Robbie as Tonya Harding, who may or may not have been involved in having her skating rival Nancy Kerrigan kneecapped just prior to the Winter Olympics. The film whizzes through fringes, bad 90s fashion, and Hardy's relationship with her abusive mother, abusive husband, and his delusional best friend, as we try to figure out just how much she actually knew about said capping of the knees. And to be honest, it's just a fun and brutal ride.
You call that a clean skate, for Christ's sake?
Do not swear in front of the kids.
I didn't swear, you
Now, I remember the Tonya Harding story when I was growing up back in 1994, but granted, my memory is a little hazy about the details, which, to be fair, would be most people's recollection. So, when the film opens with a disclaimer saying, based on the irony-free, wildly contradictory, totally true interviews of Tonya Harding and Jeff Gillooly, it's a little hard to know whether to trust the information you were given. But that's part of the genius of this film. Playing with our own hazy memories and presenting information as potential facts really helps to keep your attention. The fourth wall breaking throughout gives this film a certain energy, and it keeps us informed, but still keeps you questioning just how true everything really is. Of course, even if half of Harding's story is true, then it is truly a heartbreaking story that's filled with abuse, pain, and betrayal. And you will leave the cinema thinking, what potentially she could have had if only she'd had a proper, loving, supporting network. The sympathy does really stem from Robbie's boiled down performance. One minute she might be crying or she's beaten, the next she's smiling and you can't believe that she's actually forcing a smile through such a sea of shit.
When I was a kid, did you ever love me?
I made you a champion, knowing you'd hate me for it. That's the sacrifice a mother makes.
You cursed me.
But make no mistake, Harding is no push-around victim. She gives as good as she gets and makes concrete nails look weak. And Robbie's performance is elevated by a stellar turn by Allison Janney in the role of her mother, who is just so toxic that even Lindsay Lohan's mum would be like, dude, calm the fuck down. Then we have Sebastian Stan playing her husband, who you might struggle to see him as the Winter Soldier in the same way after this role. The final support to Margot Robbie is the music, a grungy rock soundtrack that's very indicative of its time, and also displays a lot of the emotion that is also emulated through the characters.
What can you tell us about Tonya Harding? I don't know a Tony Harding.
Aren't you her bodyguard?
Darkly funny, foul-mouthed and violent, I, Tonya is not for everybody, but if you can look past the tooth-splitting, gut-punching domestic violence and see the comedy for the black comedic gold that it is, you're bound to walk away wanting to Google just how much of the story is actually true. I, Tonya gets all the love for Margot Robbie and extra points for reminding us of that classic news show Hard Copy.
Stop that.